Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy alter ego. Moi drodzy, powracamy do detektywa i jego sprawy, związanej ze zniknięciem zwłok z grobowca. Przed chwileczką byliśmy w kościele, porozmawialiśmy sobie z księdzem, a tymczasem udajmy się do krypty. Czy znajdziemy tam jakieś nowe poszlaki? Tutaj widzę, że żadnych elementów interaktywnych nie ma. No dobra, otwarta trumna.
The question is whether he got out of the coffin alone or with someone else's help.
I czy w ogóle był tutaj... O, w jego trumny. I czy w ogóle był tutaj pochowany?
I wonder what it looks like from the inside. I can't see it properly, but there's definitely something in those scratches.
Okej, dobra, mamy lupę. Zajrzyjmy zatem do wieka.
Oh my God, there are fragments of fingernails in there. Now it's clear that Sir William must have been alive. Where are my tweezers? Perhaps I can take a sample.
O kurde. To jest największy koszmar, jaki można sobie wyobrazić. Zostać pochowany żywcem. I te podrapane wieko od trumny. O, ale słyszałem, że podobno tak się dzieje. Znaczy są przypadki, kiedy tak się dzieje, nie? Że ktoś jest pochowany żywcem i potem wieko jest podrapane. Aż normalnie paznokcie zdzierają z rąk.
Even if I got the permission and a bricklayer to get in, it has nothing to do with the case. Even if I got the Odd. The tomb seems to be for male family members only, but none of them lived to...
Dobra, ale czy w ogóle tu znajdę jeszcze jakieś elementy, które... No bo zobaczcie, trumna cały czas jest otwarta. To wygląda tak, jakbym mógł się jej przyjrzeć. Albo coś na niej jeszcze użyć. Tylko moje pytanie brzmi... Co? Mamy ludzkie paznokcie.
This is horrible. Sir William couldn't have been dead. He must have torn off his nails trying to get out of the coffin.
Czyli obstawiam, że te paznokcie będę musiał zobaczyć pod mikroskopem. Wtedy będę mógł je zbadać.
I can't understand how they managed to develop the photograph with only half the broken pieces. Maybe I could put the whole image together.
Okej. A, poczekajcie, bo my mamy odłamki szkła. Faktycznie mogę je połączyć z gazetą.
It wouldn't be perfect, but at least I'll have a complete image. It's pretty difficult to put glass pieces together, but I think I did well. There is something odd about that photograph. I should compare the angle of the view with the camera's position.
No dobra, mamy podpowiedź. W takim razie udajmy się do miejsca, gdzie były zwłoki grabarza. Miejmy nadzieję, że aparat tam jeszcze stoi. To jest w ogóle aż dziwne, nie? Że ten reporter nie wrócił po swój sprzęt. Ale z drugiej strony jest tutaj niemile widziany. A, nie ma aparatu. Miejsce zbrodni. Odcisk buta.
I'd rather not touch it. It's very fragile. It should be enough. I'd rather not. The gravedigger had rubber boots, but these shoes were definitely smaller. I should make a cast. If it starts raining, all clues will be gone.
Dobra, gips mamy, ale nie mamy wody. Więc obstawiam, że będę musiał tutaj wrócić, kiedy zdobędę, no jakąś wodę, tak? Albo wiaderko z wodą. Przejdźcie po cmentarzu.
I've already seen it. Nothing special.
Z drugiej strony, tutaj mamy studnię, ale ona nie jest interaktywna.
I've already seen it. Nothing special.
A my musimy też porównać kąt padania zdjęcia. Tylko aparatu już tutaj nie ma.
There is something odd about that photograph. I should compare the angle.
Aparat był skierowany właśnie w którą stronę? W tą? Czy w tą? No bo na tym nigdzie użyć tego nie mogę. Dobra, cofnijmy się zatem i spróbujmy ponownie porozmawiać z księdzem Malkejem. Brak nowych opcji dialogowych. No to w takim razie może porozmawiamy z policjantem. Może on mi powie, gdzie jest aparat.
I'll come back when I need something.
Wrócę, gdy będę czegoś potrzebował. Okej. Ja tak naprawdę mogę udać się z powrotem na posterunek policji. A, poczekajcie, mamy jeszcze... mamy nową lokację.
How can I help you?
Good day, miss. I'm from the police. Detective Briscoe. I need to talk to the lady of this house.
Lady won't have any visitors. It's her order.
I didn't come for a cup of tea. This is a police investigation.
But I dunno. You'll get me into trouble.
You'll be in trouble if you don't open the door.
Do you have any warrant card?
Well, I do not, but I am from the police. Trust me.
Anybody could say that. I'm sorry, I won't open it.
What if I came back with it later?
Nope. Never. I won't be fired twice.
So you won't help me?
Just show me your warrant card or stay where you are. But I won't wait long.
The maid is afraid of being fired. She won't open the door just like that. If I stand in the right place, nobody could see me.
No okej.
It would be useless trying to explain. She won't open the door to a policeman without a warrant card.
Czyli tak czy inaczej musimy cofnąć się na posterunek policji. Odbierz legitymację.
Do you know, officer, I have had just about enough.
Don't know what you mean, sir.
You will go and get my warrant card now, and I don't care how you do it.
But that's absolutely out of the question, sir.
Oh, it is impossible for me to interrogate because I cannot show my card.
I'm trying to understand, sir. I really don't know.
You know what? Get up and make it happen. Yes? If not, I will make sure you stand guard at the cemetery starting tomorrow. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. I'll try. Be right back.
This is how to speak to him.
Widzieliście to? Gościu siedział i zniknął.
I've got it, sir. They just forgot to deliver it to me.
Ah, good news. At least for you.
You have to excuse me, but I really had no idea.
I forgive you. Calm down. It was not your fault.
Well, thank you. Just wondering, were you serious about standing guard at the cemetery?
Very serious. But it's all solved now. Forget it.
Dobra, mamy legitymację detektywa. Ale wiedziałem, że była jeszcze jedna opcja dialogowa, na którą mogliśmy porozmawiać. Poproś o przetransportowanie aparatu na miejsce zbrodni.
Could you please send someone to bring a camera to St. Patrick's Church? It was found yesterday at the crime scene. I need to have it exactly at the same place.
Count on me, sir.
Odejdź. Dobra, skoro mamy legitymację, to plan jest taki, żeby najpierw udać się na cmentarz, iść do miejsca zbrodni, porównać gazetę ze zdjęciem z aparatem, w sensie kąt widzenia, a potem udamy się do posiadłości Lady. No dobra.
Damn journalist, tricking me like that. The angle of the camera's view doesn't match the photo in the papers that he definitely took yesterday. Now it's clear how he managed to take the pictures of the gravedigger behind my back. He was here before us. Then he played a little trick to disguise how he got those pictures. Mr. Nathaniel Forrest might be behind all this. Murders and gossip every day. Just to increase the sales of his rag. If I ever get him to jail, I'll shake the soul out of him.
A to przebrzydła gnida. Był tutaj przed nami. On dobrze wiedział, że doszło tutaj do morderstwa. Ale dobra, skoro udało nam się zdobyć legitymację, możemy udać się do Lady Louise.
I'll come back when... If I stand in the right place... Here you are. This is my warrant card. It is in your own interest to cooperate with me. Do you trust me then?
I suppose so, but I'd better ask the lady first.
Stay here and open the gate. I'll talk to the lady myself.
All right then, come in.
I tak się załatwia wejściówki do posiadłości.
I have to tell the lady you're here, but I don't know if she wants to talk to you.
Tell her, please. It's urgent. It is about Sir William.
Oh, I thought so. Right away. Please follow me then.
Ta posiadłość wygląda troszeczkę jak zamek z Black Mirror.
My lady ordered me not to let anybody in, but I'll make an exception as you're from the police.
Thank you.
But you'll have to promise me to stay here. I'll be right back, and don't touch anything.
I promise. Tell Lady Miriam that I have urgent news, which I wish to discuss personally.
That won't work. My lady refuses to see anybody in person. If she wishes to speak to you, she'll call you from the workroom. Wait at the telephone, please.
O matko, czyli nie będę miał możliwości porozmawiania z nią twarzą w twarz.
Lady Miriam is as mysterious as her grandson. The interview with her probably won't be easy.
No dobra, górne piętro, mamy telefon. Przeszukaj dom.
Not without a good reason and a proper warrant.
Czarna draperia.
I'll just have a look. Nobody would mind?
Taki sam kryształ, jaki my mamy.
When I see this ring, I wonder whether Sir William wore something like it as well. What a peculiar ring. It seems strangely familiar.
To jest dokładnie ten sam pierścień, który my mamy w ekwipunku, w sensie prawdziwy diament z tego pierścienia.
Oh my god. The gem I found in the tomb is the same as the one in this ring. It can't be a coincidence. Sir William must have been buried with it. I wonder where the ring is now.
Excuse me, sir, what are you doing there?
Nothing, only looking.
My lady won't accept any personal appointments.
But I need to speak to her.
If you wait for a moment, she'll call you here.
Right here?
Yes, sir. You can sit down if you want.
No, thank you. There's no time for me to be sitting around. Good day, madam. Detective Sergeant Briscoe, at your service. I'd like to offer my deepest sympathy, but I also have bad news for you. My superior has already talked to you. I apologize. He probably forgot to tell me. So let's proceed to the problem. I have several questions, but if you don't mind, I would prefer to discuss them with you in person. I see. Only via the telephone, as you wish. May I ask then whether it is true that you commanded that Sir William's coffin must stay closed during the entire funeral? I'm sorry, madam, but I have to ask questions, unfortunately. I'd be grateful if you could help me, and if you'd kindly answer my other questions as well. Yes, it is a logical justification. Were these physical deformities the cause of, let's say, the unpopularity of Sir William? I understand people are superstitious, but I'd never expect Father Mulcahy to be against a burial. Did he say why? I understand you didn't agree with him. Cremation was unthinkable. I can imagine how difficult it must have been for you. I understand, and I don't want to nag at you. So far, it's enough. Thank you for your time. I think she's a very smart lady. She knows exactly what to do to avoid saying any more than she wants to. Maybe a few facts that are probably of low importance, but one never knows. For instance, why Father Mulcahy wanted the body cremated.
Tak wiele pytań, a tak mało odpowiedzi. Dobra, spójrzmy do naszego dziennika. Lady Miriam Lewis.
Now I know Sir William must have been buried alive. Could she have planned all this and saved her grandson from his insanity too? She probably didn't succeed. A witness or a criminal?
Dziennikarskie oszustwo.
Long years of slanders, false accusations, and plenty of bloody murders attributed to the only man hated by the whole town. A gold mine for newspapers bold enough to invent and publish any lie they can think of. Are they capable of going so far as to kill? To come up with a theory is easy, but to prove it is much more difficult. Sir William was buried alive. He might have become mad, but he definitely got out. Then he could have killed the gravedigger, who was hanging around before finally disappearing into the canal. To come up with a theory is easy, but to prove it is much more difficult.
Okej. Pokojówka. Chodźmy z nią porozmawiać. Zapytaj o obowiązki.
How long have you been working for the Lewis family?
I'm here only since this morning. Can you tell?
No, not at all. Was it hard to get this job?
I guess I shouldn't say, but that Lady Miriam can be picky.
Why? Money issues?
I hope not, but do you know the rumours about Sir William?
I've heard something.
No wonder people are scared.
But you are not.
Had no choice. But if something goes wrong, I'll run away. Just don't tell me, lady.
Poprosi o rozmowę na temat lekarza rodzinnego.
I need to talk to Lady Miriam. Would you show me the way?
But sir, I already explained to you, it's impossible. If she wishes to talk to you, then only via the telephone.
I see. I just need to know who signed Sir William's death certificate and what the cause of death was. It would be best to talk to the family doctor.
I will ask, but Milady's really busy at the moment. Wait a minute.
Had I not heard the voice on the phone, I would think there is actually no Lady Miriam. And really the maid is the only person living here.
I'm afraid Milady doesn't wish to speak to you.
Did she give any reason?
Don't be offended, but she said it was none of your business.
Oh, well. Do you happen to know who Sir William's personal doctor was?
I really don't know, but I wouldn't tell you anyway. I don't want to lose my job.
It's all right. I'll find the information elsewhere. Stubborn old lady. She doesn't make this any easier.
No dobra, gdzie byśmy mogli znaleźć informacje na temat doktora Sir Williamsa? Być może ponownie w archiwum. O, mogę jej pokazać diament.
I have something here that I think Lady Miriam should see. Could you take it to her?
Indeed, sir. She didn't say anything against that. Gosh, is that really a diamond?
Yes, and I need it back immediately. It is an important piece of evidence. I need to know whether it is a part of Sir William's ring.
I hope I won't lose it on the way.
You'd better not.
Albo weźmie i się ulotni. Ale to wtedy by miała coś wspólnego z Timothym.
Now I have a couple of minutes to look around.
No dobra, co my tutaj mamy? Jest jakieś popiersie, niestety nie jest interaktywne. Mogę wyjść na zewnątrz posiadłości. Ale czy ja chcę to robić? Fontanna.
I can't see anything suspicious. I don't think anybody has used it for a long time. If there was a secret hideaway, for instance, for Sir William, where would it be?
Mogę iść do bramy, mogę iść do szopy.
Everything seems to be normal. Sir William even had a dog. Maybe I could use it. Of course, that's not a bad idea.
Dobra, mamy tu piesiora. Wygląda troszeczkę jak jakiś taki Doberman.
I don't think I can take it like this. They wouldn't let me. So, doggy, can you help me? Can you recognize your master's smell?
Mamy drewniany kołek.
It does not seem to be used.
Ja chyba wiem, gdzie będę mógł znaleźć dla niego zastosowanie.
Not this way.
Pamiętacie, jak w poprzednim odcinku byliśmy w archiwum i półka jest podtrzymywana miotłą, nie? Ponieważ jest niestabilna. Tak mi się wydaje, żebyśmy mogli tam podłożyć drewniany kołek. I wtedy, gdybyśmy zabrali miotłę, moglibyśmy zajrzeć do kufra, który się tam znajduje.
The door has no lock, but it's not possible to open it.
A, zobaczcie, mamy wiaderko z wodą, ale nie mogę go wziąć, a my potrzebujemy tak naprawdę wody, żeby zrobić odlew gipsowy buta.
An ideal place for a murder weapon, but not for a mad murderer. It would not be a good hiding place. There is too much water in there.
Szkoda, że nie mogę zabrać tego wiaderka do ekwipunku.
I'm not going to spy on anybody. I wouldn't see much anyway. All windows are thoroughly covered. There's no chance of sunlight getting in.
Wejdź tylnymi drzwiami.
I will not sneak through the house like a thief. It would do me no good. I will not sneak through the house.
Dobra. Wydaje mi się, że na tyłach tak naprawdę już sobie wszystko obadaliśmy. No ten pies jest interesujący, nie?
I don't think I can take it like...
Jestem ciekaw, czy będę mógł go wypożyczyć. Wzięlibyśmy go wtedy na cmentarz, może znalazłby jakiś trop. Przeszukaj dom.
Not without a good reason and a proper warrant.
Ale widzę, że przy tym obrazie już nic zrobić się nie da.
As the maid said, this is only a home line. I can't call anywhere else. An electric bell at the door, and now a telephone from the workroom to the hall. I had thought that the Lewis family had financial problems, but suppose I was wrong. Considering the direction the maid went, I don't think Lady Miriam is in her bedroom. Did she mention Sir William's workroom? But I suppose I won't get there either.
Szuflada.
Men's gloves, bills, a notepad. Sir William's personal belongings. Now I understand why I was not supposed to see them. Lady Miriam explained it clearly. She does not wish anybody to rake over her grandson's private life. Taking something without permission is against my principles, but I suppose the lady wouldn't give it to me anyway. I'll have to manage somehow.
Wzięliśmy rękawiczki, ale zobaczcie, jest jakiś kluczyk.
Sir William knew how to enjoy life, but he doesn't fit a mad beast's profile at all. He was probably just a loner, an oddity who tried to fill his life with expensive goods. The question is, where he took the money. Huge sums of money were spent in the last months. Like this, a high-quality suit. I would have to save for 10 years to afford it.
Excuse me, sir, what are you doing there?
Nothing, only looking.
Lady's scared, sir. The diamond really was Sir William's. He was buried with it.
I thought so, but I had to be sure. I hope you understand.
I have a question too.
Naturally.
You know, I'm getting scared. Do you think that Sir William is a killing monster?
I wouldn't say so. When we find him, he will explain. Can I have the stone back?
Here it is. Lady would be glad if it didn't get lost.
No dobra. Pożycz psa Sir Williamsa.
I don't want to delay you, but may I borrow Sir William's dog? Only for a short time, if you don't mind.
I'm not sure. I'd have to ask Milady.
Wait, stay here. There's no need to bother her with such a detail.
But Milady might get angry.
She doesn't have to know. Don't you think she has more important things on her mind and needs rest?
You're right, sir. Take it. But promise me it won't be for long.
You have the word of a gentleman.
Odejdź. No dobra, skoro możemy pożyczyć pieska, warto po niego pójść. Mam nadzieję, że mnie nie pogryzie.
So, come on, pup. You'll help me find your master. It was hard work to get you here. I thought of taking a leash before, but it doesn't matter now.
No, co czujesz? W sumie my mamy kawałek materiału, ale... O!
Go, boy. Find your master. No response. The sample is too small and weak. What a pity. I expected more.
Czy ja mam coś jeszcze, co bym mógł dać temu pieskowi? Mam w sumie paznokcie. No ale przecież paznokci nie pokaże psu, nie?
Go, boy. Find your master.
O, chyba znalazł trop.
Oh, come on, boy. Don't disappoint me. Show me what you can do. Good dog. Quick, follow him.
Jestem ciekaw, gdzie ten pies mnie prowadzi.
It seems he has discovered something.
Na zewnątrz cmentarza?
The lead I was following on Sir William ends in the canal. My God, I hope nobody threw him in there.
Dobra, i teraz moje pytanie brzmi, czy ja będę mógł zejść niżej?
I'm not going to crawl through the filth, but Carter surely won't mind.
Sierżant Carter.
Carter, find some men and search the canal.
How big of an area, sir?
Go upstream and keep your eyes open. The water might have carried the body quite far.
Sir, are you saying that you think someone threw Sir William's body into the canal?
It's possible. I need you to check it for me.
Yes, sir.
Tylko że Sir William żył, kiedy był pochowany. Świadczą o tym zadrapania na trumnie i paznokcie, więc raczej nie sądzę, żeby ktoś wrzucił jego zwłoki tutaj.
I should give it back, but it can wait.
Ale to może poczekać. Dobra. Udajmy się zatem na posterunek policji, bo chcę zobaczyć, czy tego klocka, którego wziąłem, będę mógł zamienić z tamtą miotłą. Chyba nie. Albo i tak.
It holds firmly, hopefully.
No i świetnie.
It's pretty heavy. Who knows what's inside?
Dobra, widzę, że z tej półki nic już więcej wziąć się nie da.
And what's this? I don't know. I probably expected too much. Newspaper cuttings, plenty of notes, like this one. A worker murdered in the shipyard. Mad William targets another victim. Lockley's note, a false scent. He didn't write why. He must have been collecting this stuff for years. Pity he couldn't finish his work. Yet when I need solid information, this may be a good source. I think Lockley didn't exclude the family doctor. Is there something about him? Here it is. A newspaper article. Family doctor James Stewart's keeps dark secret. Lockley's note. Call to questioning. Extension line 112. Well. Bit by bit, Sir William was selling his property off. He was lucky he had a good purchaser. No wonder he could afford to spend so much money. Fortunately, he recorded everything, so when I need concrete information, I'll know where to search.
No okej.
The experiment with the dog showed he probably disappeared through the canal, either alone or with somebody's help. Without correct questions, I cannot search for correct answers.
Szaleniec na wolności.
Sir William was buried alive. He might have become mad, but he definitely got out. Then he could have killed the gravedigger, who was hanging around before finally disappearing into the canal. To come up with a theory is easy, but to... Many people dislike the fact Sir William was buried in holy ground. They might have agreed with the gravedigger and thrown the body in the sewer. Then later, they might have had an argument, and the gravedigger died. I would even believe that they faked his death, so it looked like the work of some kind of monster.
Gdzie znajdę lekarza rodzinnego Louisów?
All I have is the phone contact. Extension line 112. Without correct questions.
Dobra. Udajmy się zatem do swojego biura i skorzystajmy z telefonu. Zadzwońmy na 112.
Detective, you'll like this. This came for you. An autopsy report. Do you want me to leave it in your office, sir?
No, thank you. I'll take it right away.
Co my tutaj mamy?
Cause of death of Mr. Talbot, the gravedigger. He bled to death from the wound on his neck. It was probably caused by the grasp of sharp claws. The wound is of irregular shape, definitely not caused by an edged tool. No traces of bite either. I don't believe it was done by an animal. Such a wound could be easily faked.
Oprócz tego, że zadzwonimy na 112, chciałbym zobaczyć, czy będę mógł te paznokcie obejrzeć pod mikroskopem. Nie mogę.
Detective Sergeant Briscoe, I need to talk to Dr. Stewart, please. Extension line 112. Yes, right now, if it's possible. Thank you. Good day, Mrs. Stewart. Detective Inspector Briscoe speaking. I'm afraid I can't understand you. I need to talk to your husband. It's urgent. Missing? For how long? I see. Have you reported it to the police? No, unfortunately, I'm working on another case. I had hoped your husband could help me explain several details concerning Sir William. Please, calm down. The body wasn't found. I mean, you have no reason to think that. You should stay at home. Maybe he will return. Please, if he does, tell him to call me as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Try not to think about that. I'll inform you of anything we discover. Goodbye. Sir William's personal doctor disappeared. He probably wanted to keep out of the journalist's sight. That makes sense. But I'm sure he wouldn't leave his wife behind. Something is going on, and I have a bad feeling about it.
Zdecydowanie coś złego się dzieje. No nie. Nie mogę nigdzie obejrzeć tych paznokci. Czyli co, nie pozostaje nam nic innego, jak udać się z powrotem na cmentarz. Przy okazji możemy porozmawiać z dyżurnym. Uzyskaj informacje o zaginionym lekarzu.
Would you look at the report from the 12th or 13th of November? Missing person James Stewart.
Just a minute, sir. Yes, we have Mrs. Stewart's report. Her husband supposedly hasn't returned from a funeral of his old patient.
Sir William?
Exactly, sir.
Perhaps he has not left at all. Thank you, officer.
Ale to wszystko jest dziwne i pokręcone. O.
Bled to death from a wound on his neck caused by sharp claws. I can't imagine an animal which could do this. Without correct questions. The missing doctor, James Stewart, went to Sir William's burial, but he didn't return home. Maybe he's still somewhere at the cemetery. without correct questions. I refuse to believe that Sir William was resurrected and is now going to seek revenge against everybody. Yet I cannot ignore certain facts. Those claw marks on the gravedigger's neck are a mystery.
I nawiązanie do Drakuli.
To come up with a theory is easy, but to prove it is much more difficult.
Na cmentarz. Jestem ciekaw, czy policjanci już przeszukali kanały, ale zobaczcie, jaki grzeczny piesek cały czas stoi w tym miejscu, nigdzie nie ucieka. Tak jakby pilnował tego wyjścia z kanałów.
I'll come back when I need something. I should give it back, but it can... I'm not going to crawl through them.
Chodźmy zatem porozmawiać z księdzem. Oskarż o umyślną kradzież ciała.
You know, your strange peace has the opposite effect on me. I think you're quite pleased that Sir William is no longer in your way.
What? How could you say that?
I know you are absolutely against the funeral.
That's a lie!
Tell me then, why did you insist on cremating the body?
I meant well. That is the whole truth.
Tell me, what is it like to bury a mass murderer and a monster?
That is none of your business, detective. Your questions insult me.
To bury a monster against your will insulted you as well. For things did not turn out as you wished, so you found your own way to deal with the problem.
You cannot prove that.
You had the motive, the opportunity, and no alibi. I'm sorry, but I have to ask you to stay in the tunnel.
Are you arresting me?
No, not yet, but I will return soon, and I'll be glad if I won't have to search for you then.
Ogłoś przeszukanie kanału.
I've just had the canal around the cemetery searched.
What do you hope to find?
Everything seems to lead to the disappearance of Sir William, or his body in the canal.
Are you saying that someone stole his body and then threw it into the canal? But why?
Not a hard question, especially when I know how much you hated him.
Be careful, detective. I know nothing about the canal. Even if you found something, my conscience is clear.
That's rather convincing. I'm sure he knows something, but I doubt he is the murderer and ghoul.
Zapytaj o zaginionego doktora.
I have a problem and only you can help me.
If that is so, I am at your disposal.
I have to know what happened immediately after the funeral. I'm asking specifically about James Stewart, Sir William's personal doctor.
I do not know what you wish to hear.
Anything? Did you see him leave or talk to anyone? He might have been distressed. Can you recall anything?
I am afraid I cannot.
Which is rather strange. Just any information. For example, who he talked to or who he sat next to at the funeral. I'm beginning to think that you don't want to tell me.
Enough, detective. I cannot bear these insults.
That's rather convincing. I'm sure he knows something, but I doubt he is the murderer and ghoul.
I do not have to listen to this. If I may, I need some fresh air.
Help yourself. I won't prevent you, but don't go any further.
I really hope he stays where he is.
Może ksiądz jest też wmieszany w tą całą intrygę. Tak to wygląda przynajmniej. Dobra. Czy coś będę mógł tutaj obejrzeć? No nie.
He's pretty tough. I'll need a real breakthrough before I will know if it's him.
Nie wiem, czy w ogóle jest sens cofać się do krypty, ale... Z drugiej strony... Nie sądzę, żeby cokolwiek się tutaj zmieniło od naszej ostatniej wizyty. Tylko cały czas mnie zastanawia ta otwarta trumna. Ona jest interaktywna. Serio, ja coś na tym będę mógł użyć. Tylko problem polega na tym, że jeszcze nie wiem co. Raport z autopsji.
I'll come back when I need something.
Widzę, że kanału jeszcze nie przeszukali. No dobra, na tyły cmentarza iść nie mogę. Czyli co tak naprawdę powinienem teraz zrobić? Zastanówmy się. Ten ksiądz ewidentnie ma coś za uszami. Może ja coś mu muszę pokazać? O, ludzkie paznokcie.
Would you please have a look at this? Look carefully.
What is it?
Human nails. To be more specific, Sir William's nails, which were found on the inner side of the coffin's cover.
I do not understand.
I'll explain immediately. A man wakes up in the dark and realizes he is locked in a small space. Let's say in a coffin, turns mad with fright and clapper claws all over the place. Then focuses on the cover, the only possible escape. It starts suffocating, and his madness would escalate so much that he stops feeling pain. And he'd cut himself out through the wood with his bare hands. He frantically claws at the wood, but his nails wouldn't stay in their natural places.
Enough! Enough! Please, stop! Sir William was truly...
Alive, Father Mulcahy. This is clear evidence that he was buried alive.
What are you saying? That could not have happened. Steward, the family doctor, signed the death certificate.
Sir, come over here and have a look.
Do you have the body?
I have a body, sir, but it's not Sir William.
What?
We took him out and identified him immediately, sir. It's the doctor, sir, James Stewart. We all knew him, sir.
So he stayed here after all? I must see him.
Go around the cemetery all the way to the bridge, sir. The body got stuck under a branch, otherwise it would have been carried much further. I left one of my men there, sir. Do you need company?
No, I think I know where it is. Thank you, Carter. Good job.
Detective, I just overheard what your colleague reported to you. I need to talk to you.
What's the rush? Do you need to unburden your conscience?
Yes, I confess that I was withholding something from you, but I cannot be silent anymore.
It'll have to wait.
Of course, I will wait here.
Just don't get murdered. A suspiciously fast death has been known to occur in similar circumstances.
You have really comforted me, detective.
Czyli to doktorek został zamordowany. I może to doktorek został zamordowany przez Sir Williamsa? Kto wie?
Sir William was buried alive. Then the missing doctor, James Stewart, went to Sir William. Maybe he's still somewhere at the...
No jest na cmentarzu. Dobra, czy ja będę mógł obejść tędy, wejść tam... No nie.
Detective Briscoe. And you are?
Robin, sir.
I've come to see the body.
It's over there by the stairs.
You know who it is?
Yes, his name's James Stewart, the local doctor, for those who could afford him.
Well done, Robbins. Where exactly did you find him?
Right over there, sir, under the bridge. Poor devil got stuck under this branch.
He was carried quite a distance. He might have still been alive. Tried to swim.
I'd say he was already dead. Got a nasty wound on the neck, but you know what's strange? Doesn't seem to have bled.
Well, what do you think about this?
Something must have sucked him, sir. I'm sure of it.
An interesting theory. I've not chased a vampire before. Stay here for now.
Sir, must I work alone?
Are you afraid?
Oh, no, sir. Never on duty. But one never knows.
Forget it. I can afford no more people. You'll have to manage on your own.
Yes, sir.
The theory that Sir William has been kidnapped by the family doctor has been disproved. I have to follow a different lead. He has a deep wound on his neck, but I can't see a single drop of blood. Pretty scary.
Tak jakby krew została przez niego wyssana. Z tego co pamiętam, to Chupacabra takie rzeczy potrafi. Wiecie, taki stwór z Meksyku.
This means even more paperwork. He won't tell me anything. He's dead, and his body is totally bereft of blood. His reaction to the nails was credible. If he got rid of the body, he would have known Sir William was alive. I'm crossing him off the list. Probably a false lead.
No okej.
I need him to stay where he is. He has a deep wound on his neck.
Przerażające. Faktycznie. Ale widziałem, że nic oprócz tej rany na szyi przy nim nie mogę znaleźć.
I'll come back when I need some.
Dobra, moi drodzy, słuchajcie, ja nagrywam odcinek już prawie godzinkę, w tym miejscu będziemy kończyć. Teraz jest weekend, życzę wam spokojnego odpoczynku i słyszymy się ponownie w poniedziałek. Dzięki wielkie, trzymajcie się, hej!